The Parks Department of Vancouver just won a Canadian Taxpayers Federation award for extreme government waste, but I think next year the Parks Department of New Westminster, BC just might take the title. Just gotta love the Canadian Taxpayers Federation. In amongst all the constant disappointment and appalling abuse of Canadian taxpayers that they uncover literally every single day, they still manage to find the humor in the most ridiculous of it all. Case in point, the annual Teddy Awards. Now, according to the CTF website, the Teddy Waste Awards celebrate the best of the worst in government waste over the past year. The Teddy Award is a pig-shaped award named for Ted Weatherill, a former federal bureaucrat who will live in infamy after he was fired in 1999 for submitting all kinds of crazy expense claims, including a $700 lunch for two. And mixed in among the big spenders, like Justin Trudeau's trip to India, was one that was just so comically bizarre and yet so perfectly Vancouver. Again, from the CTF website. The winner of the Municipal Teddy Award was the City of Vancouver's Parks Board. The City of Vancouver's Parks Board spent $50,000 inviting local residents to send emails to trees and then paid artists to send replies on behalf of the trees. All the Trees project, which ran from August to December 2018, saw 25 trees in the Jericho and West Point Grey areas outfitted with signs that included an ID number and an email address for people to send emails. The city then hired 5 artists, paying each one $10,000 to reply on the tree's behalf within a week. $10,000 to pretend to be a tree and then return an email in a week's time. That's pretty good work if you can get it, I guess. Now, Vancouver's Parks Department is a little crazy. I mean, what kind of fevered mind would even dream up such a mad scheme? Well, here comes the municipality of New Westminster, British Columbia, saying, hold our kombucha or soy latte or craft micro beer. Yes, New Westminster has really given Vancouver a run for their money with their own virtue signaling Parks Department problems. You see, they can't even repair a beloved park without the obligatory left-wing freakout about the necessary amounts of white guilt that needs to be involved in it all. The New Westminster Record has all the details for us on this wild story. You see, New Westminster has this really much-loved park down by the water. It's known as the Tugger. It's a tugboat play structure, and it was originally built for Expo 86 in Vancouver, but it was moved to New Westminster the same year. But decades later, it's falling into disrepair. It's looking pretty ugly. There's vandalism and corrosion on it. It's getting unsafe, and it needs to be replaced. So, to maintain the much-beloved theme of the tugboat, the city planners have submitted an idea of a series of small-scale tugboats that are hauling large rubberized play equipment. This actually sounds super fun for the kids, while still maintaining the historical value of the park. Again, from the Record. Erica Mashig, the city's manager of arboriculture, horticulture, parks, and open space planning, said the tugboat / working river theme concept was designed to replace the tugger with something that wasn't too different from what's there today. She said, "It is so loved by the community. It is a real placemaker. It's the identity of that place, of the riverfront. So we thought we would keep with that working river theme and make it highly interactive for kids and families. We do need to remove the tugger soon due to the condition of the deck below." Okay, sounds perfect. And it gets better. To save taxpayers' money, the Rotary Club wants to partner with the municipality to get this thing built. Again, from the Record, the city's 2019 budget provides up to $100,000 to dispose of the tugger. The financial plan includes up to $150,000 to build the replacement project, and the local Rotary clubs will provide an additional $50,000 for the project. Good news! Good job, New Westminster. This is exactly how it's supposed to be done, except enter the social justice warriors, those who ruin everything and don't like anything. Some progressive busybody control freaks, and I'm only assuming here, but the likelihood is pretty high that they're probably childless spinsters, now think the park needs to be more truth and reconciliation oriented. Councillor Mary Trentadue said, "There isn't anything in this design that reflects the Indigenous work that we are doing. This is in a prime location right alongside the Fraser River. I'm a little bit troubled that there isn't some piece of this design that is a nod to the people that lived in that place before us." Also, again, directly from the record, Councillor Nadine Nakagawa said she finds the city is doubling down on its colonial history at the site next to the Tin Soldier, but she also recognizes the city is in the process of building relationships and she doesn't want to do something that would be tokenistic. On the reconciliation part of it, I hate to put a patina on this so we can say we have done something, said wiser councillor Patrick Johnstone. It would inevitably come across as being a bit tokenistic, you think? Now, did you notice something else here? No Indigenous people actually complained about this park not tipping a hat to Indigenous culture, at least not according to this article. A couple of non-Indigenous councillors decided to be concerned on behalf of Indigenous people. Now, I'm old enough to remember when that was called paternalism and SJWs used to be against it. This is a park outside where everybody, no matter what color, religion, or cultural background, can bring their children to play together. But that's not enough anymore because now we need to be concerned about nodding to Indigenous groups, and then surely that won't be enough. When that's done, we will be having questions and conversations about what gender the tugboats are. And you know what all these additional studies and alterations to this park sound like to me? Money leaving the taxpayer's pocket that could have been much better spent on other things that make the municipality even better. A park design that everybody seemed pretty much happy with, that was going to cost a lot less because of a partnership with the Rotary Club, is now going to cost a lot more because inevitably the SJWs are going to make the city redesign it with everything other than the joy of children in mind. And as the CTF rightly pointed out to us earlier, virtue signaling is an expensive business, especially in BC parks. For the Rebel.media, I'm Sheila Gunn Reid. Hey, have you seen our big, beautiful Jail Trudeau billboard truck yet? David Menzies took it to the streets of Ottawa to see all of his coverage of that and to sign my petition calling on the RCMP to investigate the allegations of obstruction of justice against Justin Trudeau and members of the Prime Minister's office. Go to jailtrudeau.com.